So Clorinde is a hybrid DPS character, blending both electro and physical damage in her kit. Her elemental skill focuses on single target electro damage, while her elemental burst deals AoE electro damage combined with powerful physical strikes. This provides her with flexibility in combat, making her capable of handling both single target bosses and groups of enemies. However, with Natlan's focus on elemental reactions, Clorinde's emphasis on physical damage could present a challenge. The explosive pyro-based reactions like Burning and Vaporize will likely be more effective for dealing large amounts of damage compared to physical attacks. For Clorinde to remain competitive in this environment, her electro abilities will need to synergize well with these reactions, and the right team composition will be crucial. With the arrival of Natlan, it introduces a strong emphasis on elemental reactions, especially pyro-focused interactions. As such, characters that can trigger high damage reactions like Burning, Vaporize, and Melt are likely to shine. Clorinde's hybrid kit, while versatile, doesn't necessarily play into this reaction-heavy meta as naturally as others might. Her reliance on physical damage could be less effective compared to characters who specialize in elemental reactions. With that being said, Clorinde does have potential synergy with pyro characters. When paired with the right pyro support, she can trigger reactions like Overloaded or Superconduct, which can boost her overall damage output. But her success will largely depend on the team she's placed in and whether she can capitalize on these reactions effectively. So when deciding whether Clorinde is worth pulling for in version 5.3, there are a few factors to consider based on her strengths and weaknesses within the current meta. Clorinde's strength lies in her versatility. Her hybrid DPS kit allows her to deal damage through both electro and physical attacks, providing some adaptability. She's particularly effective in situations where you need consistent, sustained damage. However, her effectiveness will be limited by how well she fits into your team and how much you can leverage her abilities to trigger elemental reactions. One of the key challenges is her focus on physical damage, which may struggle to keep up with the more elemental reaction-oriented teams. While her ability to trigger reactions like Overloaded with pyro characters does give her some flexibility, without the right team comp, her damage output may feel underwhelming, especially in a meta dominated by elemental burst damage. Ultimately, Clorinde will be a valuable choice for players who prefer a hybrid playstyle and are willing to invest in the right team setup to maximize her potential. If you don't have a solid pyro character to pair with her, or you're more focused on reaction-based gameplay, then you might want to save your Primogems for another unit. Now, let's break down whether Clorinde is worth pulling for based on your playstyle, whether you're a free-to-play player or a whale looking to maximize your roster. If you're a free-to-play player, I'd approach Clorinde with caution. While her hybrid DPS kit is versatile, her ability to truly shine depends on the right team comp. She requires specific synergy, especially with pyro characters, to maximize her damage output. If you don't have a solid pyro or electro support character in your roster, she might not be the most efficient use of your Primogems. As a free-to-play player myself, we typically need to prioritize characters who are versatile and effective across a range of content, and those who can trigger high-damage elemental reactions tend to be more universally useful in the current meta. If you're aiming to save your resources for upcoming characters that better fit into reaction-heavy teams or have a higher potential for dealing burst damage, it might be better to skip Clorinde this time. With that said, if you already have strong pyro or electro characters and Clorinde's hybrid playstyle appeals to you, she could be a fun and strategic addition to your team, but don't expect her to outshine reaction-based characters in all scenarios. Now, as for whales, your options are broader, and you might be more inclined to experiment with different playstyles and synergies. Clorinde could be a great addition to your roster if you enjoy hybrid characters who require more team synergy to truly thrive. With your access to more resources, you can more easily invest in a team that complements her strengths, especially a solid pyro support to trigger powerful reactions with her. For whales, Clorinde's flexibility makes her a compelling choice if you're looking for a unique character to build around. If you're someone who enjoys the technical side of team composition and wants to make the most of Clorinde's hybrid abilities, pulling for her could be an exciting prospect. Ultimately, as a whale, you have the luxury of being able to afford more niche or situational characters, and Clorinde offers a level of versatility that might appeal to you, especially if you're keen on building a specific reaction-focused team. However, if you're chasing top-tier DPS or burst damage, there might be more effective options out there. So yeah, That's my opinion on the appearance of Clorinde. But just before we finish today's video, I want to take a moment to thank you all for your incredible support as we continue our journey to 100 subscribers. To celebrate this milestone, I'm giving away a welcome moon to help you on your Genshin adventures. If you'd like to enter, make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment below telling me which Natlan character you're most excited to pull for. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to hit 100 subscribers with all of you. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss future content and giveaways. So yes, thank you for watching this breakdown of Clorinde's role in version 5.3. What do you think of her hybrid playstyle? Do you think she'll fit into your team? Or are you eyeing other characters for Natlan's content? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. And once again, don't forget to enter the Welcome Moon giveaway. Until next time, travelers, and good luck on your pulls.